Hello students, this is our second lecture of the negative binomial distribution in which we are solving the illustration number 5. Let's start. Illustration number 5. This is the most important sum. The probability that a person can hit the target is 0.6. He will given a prize when he hits the target for the fourth time. Find the probability that he will require more than 8 trials to obtain the prize. What is this? More than 8 trials. N will be 4, X will be more than 8. So we have to make an equation and out of that we have to find a value of X. P is given 0.6. So let's solve it. P is equals to 0.6. Q is equals to 1 minus 0.6. 1 minus 0.6 is equals to 0.4. Now, what is given? The prize when he will hit the target at the fourth time. So, N will become 4. Now, we have to find out X. When we have to find out X, what is given? You have require a more than 8 trials. More than 8 trials. So, N plus X greater than equals to 8. When greater than equals to 8, what will become greater than equals to 8? That will, after 8, it will keep 9. So, N plus X less than equals to 9. Right? So, N will be 4 plus X less than equals to 9. So, 4 plus X is equals to 9. 4 is this side, when come is this side, X will become 9 minus 5. Sorry, 4. Then X is equals to 5. When more than is given, you have to find out X in such a way. There is a more than 8. After it, what will come? 9. So, N plus X less than equals to 9. So, N will become 4 and X will become 5. X greater than equals to 5. Right? Now, let's put the... So, we have to find out P, X greater than equals to 5. So, we have to find out the X will be 5 or more. So, 5 or more will become P5, P6, P7 and endless. Right? So, after it is endless, we can't solve all of the things. So, we have to find out like this. 1 minus P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4. Right? And for this, we have to find out 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, let's find out. First is P0. P0 is equals to N plus X minus 1C. N minus 1 into P N into Q X. So, P0 will be N is 4. 4 plus 0. 4. 4 minus 1. 3. 3C. N minus 1. N will be 4. 4 minus 1. 3. Into P is equals to 0.6 raised to 4 and 0.4 raised to X. X will be 0. 3C3 is equals to 1 into 0.6 raised to 4. 0.6 raised to 4. With the help of the calculation, we get the answer 0.1296. 0.1296 and 0.4 raised to 4. There is no value of the 0. So, P0 is equals to 0.1296, right? The same way we have to find out P1. P1 is equals to 4C3 into 0.6 raised to 4 and 0.4 raised to 1. With the help of the calculator, we are solving this. 4C3 will become 4, 0.6 raised to 4 will become 0.1296 into 0.4 raised to 1, that will 0.4. So 4 into 0.1296 into 0.4, we get 0.20736. That is a P1. The same way we have to find out P2. So P2 is equals to 5C3 into 0.6 raised to 4 and 0.4 raised to 2. 5C3, 5 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial into 0 raised to 0.6 raised to 4 will become 0.1296 into 0.4 raised to 2. It will become 0.16. Answer of this: 10 into 0.1296 into 0.16. 10 into 0.1296 into 0.16. P2 is equals to 0.20736. The same way we have to find out P3. 6C3 into 0.6 raised to 4 and 0.4 raised to 3. So 6 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial into 0.1296 into 0.064. We get the answer 20 into 0.1296 into 0.064. 20 into 0.1296 into 0.064. P3 will become 0.165888. The same way we have to find out P4. 7C3 into 0.6 raised to 4 into 0.4 raised to 4. 7C3 become 35 into 0.1296 into 0.0256 into 0.1296 into 45. 0.11612. P4 will be 0.11614. So we have to find out 1 minus P0, P1, P2, P3 and P4. All of this value we have to find out. We have to calculate the P x greater than equals to 5 will be 1 minus P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4. So 1 minus in a bracket P0, value of the P0 is equals to 0.1296 plus P1, the value of the P1 is 0.20736. P2 will be 0.20736 plus P3 0.16588 plus P4. P4 will be 0.11612. Right? Let's calculate this. we get the answer 1 minus 0.8263, and 1 minus 0.82632, we get the answer 0.1737. Px greater than equals to 5. Right? Now we are studying a geometric distribution. As we covered all the sums of the negative binomial, now we have to come to the next topic, geometric distribution. As we have in early lecture we have covered that the negative binomial. So in that negative binomial distribution, I have told you when n will become 1, then the negative binomial become a geometric distribution. So in the geometric distribution, when n will become 1, then we have to follow geometric distribution. Right? So what will be the formula of the geometric distribution when m is same to the negative binomial, but when n will become 1, then you have to apply the geometric distribution. In the examination there might be not given, you have to find out the negative binomial distribution or geometric binomial distribution, but you have to find out or understood when n will become more than a 1, then you will apply a negative binomial distribution. If n is equals to 1, then you have to apply a geometric distribution, right? So formula will be Px is equals to xc0 into P1 into Qx. As you all know, x is 0, will have a no value, so directly the formula will be P into Qx. Px is equals to P into Qx. Let's understand the properties of the geometric distribution. This is the distribution of the discrete variable. P is a parameter of the distribution. The mean of the distribution is equals to Q upon P, which shows the average number of the failure before the first success. The variance of the distribution will become Q upon P square, and variance is greater than mean in this distribution. Right? We are solving the illustration number 7. The probability that the person can hit the target in any trial is 0.7. Find the probability that he will hit the target in the first time at the 4th trial. Here is first time. So n will become 1. Right? So let's solve the illustration number 7. P is equals to 0.7, then Q is equals to 1 minus P. 1 minus 0.7 is equals to 0.3. So we directly apply, X will become, he will hit the target in the 4th trial. So n is equals to 1. We have find out the first time at the 4th trial. So 4 minus 1. So x will become 3. As same as the negative binomial, we have to find out the x in such a way that the 8th trials and the 5th success, so 8 minus 5 or 8 minus 3, whatever we get answer taken as a value of the x. In the same way of in the geometric distribution, the 4th trial and the n is equals to 1. So 4 minus 1, x will become 3. So we have to find out Px is equals to P into Qx. P3 is equals to 0.7 into 0.3 raised to 3. With the help of the calculation, we are finding the value 0.7 into 0.3 into 0.3 into 0.3. 0.027 is equals to 0.0189, right? Now let's solve the illustration number 8. The probability of the getting head when the coin is tossed is 0.5. So P is equals to given 0.5. Then we have to find out Q is equals to 1 minus P. 1 minus 0.5 is equals to 0.5. Find out the probability the first head at the third trial. First head at the third trial. So N will become 1. X will become first head at a third trial. So 3 minus 1, it will become 2. Right? So let's find out the probability. P of X is equals to P into Q raised to X. P will be 0.5 into 0.5 raised to 2. So answer will be 0.5 into 0.25. So 0.5 into 0.25. Answer is 0.125 P2. Right? Let's solve the illustration number 9. What is illustration number 9? A dice is thrown and getting 5 is regarded as a success. Find the probability that more than 4 trials will be required before getting first success. Here getting first success, then N will become 1. So we can directly identify that the geometrical distribution, right? So first we have to find out P. Right? In the dice, there we are getting 5 as a success. Right? So probability will be, you all know the dice of each element on the dice, the probability is 1 by 6. Right? So P will be 1 by 6, then Q will be 1 minus 1 by 6, then Q will become 5 by 6. P will be 1 by 6, Q will be 5 by 6, N is equals to 1, right? Now we have to find out the probability that more than 4 trials. Here again, what is given? More than 4 trials. So whenever there is a more than some digit came, we have to make a equation. What is the equation? N plus X greater than equals to 4, more than 4. So what will come after 4? 5. So more than 4, it will come 5. Right? So N will be 1 plus X greater than equals to 5. X greater than equals to 5 minus 1. So X greater than equals to 4. Right? Here greater than equals to 4. More than 4. So we have to find out P4 plus P5, P plus 6 and this. Right? For that we have to find out 1 minus P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3. So P0, P1, P2 and P3 we have to find out. Let's find out. P0 is equals to P into Q0. P is equals to 1 by 6 and 5 by 6 raised to 0. So P0 will become 1 by 6. Same way we have to find out P1, P2 and P3. P1 is equals to P into QX. P 1 by 6, Q is equals to 5 by 6 raised to 1. So 1 by 6 into 5 by 6. 5 by 6 is 36. So P1 will become 5 by 36. Now find out P2. P into QX. P will be 1 by 6 and Q will be 5 by 6 raised to 2. So 1 by 6 into 5. 5 5s are 25. 3 3s are, 6 6s are 36. 25 upon 36 into 6. 216. P2 will become 216. Now we have to find out P3. So P3 is equals to P into QX. 1 by 6, 5 by 6 raised to 3. So answer will become 1 by 6 into 125 upon 216. Answer will become 1296. So 125 upon 1296. P3. So let's total of the P0, P1, P2 and P3 and deduct out of 1. So P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3. 1 by 6 plus 5 by 36 plus 25 by 216 plus 125 by 1296. Right? We get 671 upon 1296. And out of that we have to deduct from 1. So in the decimal we get 671 divided by 1296. We get 0.5177. So Px greater than 4 is equals to 1 minus P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3. So 1 minus 0.5177. Answer is 0.48225. So 0.4823. Now we are solving the practical number 23 and 24, in which we have to find the parameter. Let's solve. For a negative binomial distribution, mean is 9 and variance is 36. Find its parameter. So practical number 23. Mean is given. Mean is equals to 9 and variance is given is equals to 36. In the binomial distribution, what is the formula of the mean? Mean is equals to NQ upon P. And for the variance is equals to NQ upon P square. Right? So NQ upon P, mean is given 9. So we can solve like this. And Q is equals to, it's P in a denominator, when come this side it will become in multiply. So 9p. Right? Now NQ is equals to 9p. We write it the value in the variance formula. So NQ upon p square is equals to 36. NQ is equals to 9p upon p square is equals to 36. P square, that means p into p. So 1p can be cancelled, right? So we get 9 upon p is equals to 36. 36 will come this side and p will go this side. So p is equals to 9 by 36. So p will be 1 by 4. 9 4s are 36. P will be 1 by 4. So we easily find out Q. So Q is equals to 1 minus P. 1 minus 1 by 4. Q will become 3 by 4. Now we have to find out N. Mean is equals to NQ upon P. So 9 is equals to N. Q will be 3 by 4 and P will become 1 by 4. Right? We are solving this. This is a 9. Denominator come here in multiplication. So 9 into 1 by 4 is equals to N 3 by 4. It's in multiplication. When it's come this side, it will become a denominator or reverse. So 9 into 1 by 4 we can write like 9 by 4 into 4 by 3 is equals to N. 4 4 cancel, 3 3s are 9. So N will become 3. Understood? We have to find out the parameters P, Q and N. Let's solve the practical number 24. For the geometric distribution, mean is 5 and variance is 30. Find its parameter. For the geometric distribution, parameters are P and Q. So for geometric distribution, we know N is equals to 1. What is the formula of mean? Mean is equals to Q upon P and variance is equals to Q upon P square. Mean is given 5. So Q by P is equals to 5. So Q will become 5P. Right? We put it in the variance formula. So Q upon P square, variance is given 30. Q is equals to 5P. So we write like 5P upon P square is equals to 30. 1P can be cancelled. So 5 by P is equals to 30. P will become 5 by 30 is equals to 1 by 6. P will become 1 by 6. So Q will become Q is equals to 1 minus P. 1 minus 1 by 6. Q will become 5 by 6. Simple.